Who wants a nickel tour of the wee garden and some of the other plants? Join me. Alrighty. So, these are the two beds that I ripped out this week and we covered with plastic yesterday to get rid of the root knot nematodes. I'm not going to dwell on these, but yeah, it looks like they're baking off pretty good. We got a lot of condensation, which means they had a lot of heat yesterday. Hopefully this works. Coming across here, we've got this bed is next to come out. There's nothing really in here. The beans have died off. There's a eggplant that's doing pretty well, but it's really not producing like it should. There's one small eggplant on there, and there's a little scraggly tomato in the back. So this one is on the slate, I think probably for today. And then this big bed, hopefully I'll get to the beginning of next week. So that's the bad. Let's take a walk back here. So we're going through. Shade cloth all over the place. I've got some Florida 91 tomatoes, and these are supposed to be heat set. They are a determinate variety. We'll see how they do. They are doing pretty well in this back bed. I don't know if this back bed is infected like the others or not, but I already had these in here when we discovered it, so I'm not gonna tear them out and let them go to waste. So these are Florida 91 tomatoes. They're doing pretty well. They've been in the ground for a couple weeks now. At the far end, we've got some ginger doing very well. I've put the onions in. The onions don't seem to be susceptible to the nematodes. And I've put in the marigolds, and the marigolds are supposed to help fight the nematodes. So we'll see how that goes. And then if we turn directly around on this side, and I planted this one a couple months ago, I have a bunch of bell peppers. I've got a couple of them with curling leaves. I'm not sure what's up with that. I do have an onion at the far end, and then I've just put these marigolds in the other day. I've never been successful sprouting marigolds, so I actually buy them at Walmart for, you know, $1, I don't know, $1.30, something like that. They seem to be doing pretty well in the garden here, in the shade. Again, we have shade cloth all over the place here. Far down here, I've got some sweet cayennes that I just put in, and some more of those Egyptian walking onions. The rest of the side over there is really just bells dying off. We're going to tear all those out and put in a Vigo bed. So all those pots will be gone. As we're walking out here, long walk across the yard, all the way out to the other end. I am going to give it a pause here to keep it under 5 minutes for a nickel tour. The ducks are just in rare form today. So right off of the duck area, I have this volunteer butternut squash that is doing famously. We're going to let it go. It's not really where I would have planted it if I was planting, but it's so happy here. It's under the oak tree, the big oak tree. We're just going to let it go. We've got these bananas that are coming back from that big freeze last year. I don't know if we'll get any bananas off of them. They were so damaged last year. I was just glad they came back. We'll see what happens. And then here we are just coming up on Florida cranberry, Jamaican sorrel, cranberry hibiscus, whatever you want to call it. This is the cranberry, the hibiscus that you use to make hibiscus tea. These are doing pretty well. I have a few more that I need to get into the ground. Not sure where I'm going to put them yet. And then I also have Seminole pumpkins. I have 2 that I started from seed up on the porch. Those were the only ones that came up. They're doing pretty well, but I decided 2 was really not enough. And there's some zinnias that came up in that pot on their own. And then I've got a couple more Seminole pumpkin sprouts just coming up. They seem to be doing pretty well. If we don't get rain today, I will be out here watering. They are at the far north end of the property, so there's no water out here, so I have to drag 2 50-foot hoses out here to get out here. But whatever, that's how I get out here. And that's pretty much it for my my nickel tour. Thanks for joining me on my nickel tour. If you like what you see, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, leave me a comment, good, bad, ugly, what? Say, hey Claudia, doing a good job. Maybe you could try this. I don't know, whatever you want to say. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you next time.